Hello guys, today we're going to have another class about Bill Gates' life, right? Inside the brain of Bill Gates, that's the name of this series. So you're going to see subtitles here, work on, resolver, in Portuguese. So don't worry my Portuguese students, because I'm going to send you this class on your email, right? If you are not my student, just go on the description of this video and send your email to get this material. Beleza? So here on this side you are seeing my cell phone, and this side you are seeing the series on Netflix with the subtitles, right? You're seeing the subtitles in English and Portuguese. And let's start this class with live transcribing, right? We're going to do a class of pronunciation. What strikes me, when you say strikes me, is how optimistic you are. Do you think that is just physiological? Is that just about organic, you know? Or is that just like your chemistry, you know, something that's not organic at all? It must be. When I was very young, they nicknamed me Happy Boy. I had an older sister who didn't, you know, beat me up or anything. He did smile all the time. My first memories of him are he and I would go like a night of the week in my grandmother's house. And we would play sort of make-believe. Like kids would play, we would make houses and whatever. My brother would always be the dog. He was sort of towhead. Smiley little kid. Smiley little kid. It was early morning when Bill and Melinda read a story in the paper. That would change the course of their foundation. For third word water, water is still a deadly drink. Deadly drink. So when we say deadly drink, means like a drink that kills people. Deadly. Maybe it's a sensationalist word, not sure. Deadly drink. Deadly. Right. The point of my article was to remind people that kids around the world are dying for reasons that are entirely preventable, which means you can prevent them. Just because they happen to born in Niger and not New York. So I say, health workers say sewage seeps into the water to produce one of the most deadly ailments in the world today: diarrhea. Say diarrhea. So two pronunciations, you see. Sometimes the artificial intelligence doesn't catch everything we say. Doesn't. Right. We saw this article. Let's listen to it. So we saw this article, and I remember saying to Bill, this is unbelievable. People are still dying with diarrhea, which means non-sanitary services, right? It's really sad. How could that be? So let's watch again. Because by then we had a young daughter, which means like a baby daughter, yeah? Like by the picture you were saying. And if I knew that this child that I'm holding had diarrhea, I'd go to the pharmacy. I would go to the pharmacy. I would go to the doctor. Right? If I was a mom in the developing world, this child might not make it. And you can feel, I think, as a parent, capacity of how tragic it would be, and how needless and senseless just because the world won't focus on it. Are you kidding me? That's super serious. I say that is super serious. What a word. What is the impact of missing a word, yeah? So the difference between saying not super serious, like, which is like really super serious. So yeah, I will pause a bit now. And I will talk to you guys a bit. I don't want this video to be that long and not just to be about it. So now, as you can see, here on my side, you're seeing the subtitles of what I'm saying, and probably YouTube will show you here the subtitles on the closed captions. But let's forget the technology now. Let's forget it disappeared, right? Although I'm still seeing here. Let's just talk with each other. It is not easy, guys, to study by yourself. I know it's really challenging, but my target here is to encourage you to study with me in the way that I study language. And so we both can keep this journey together. And sometimes you won't be able to understand everything that you were listening. But if you were understanding 70% of it, it's okay already, you know. And if your level is below this video right now, I would encourage you to go to other video of mine that I'd made with an easier video, an easier series, right? A cartoon for kids, which is not bad at all, because when your brain starts learning, you were like a child, you were like a kid. So understand it. Your brain speaking is the same age of the time you have been studying. So if you started on 2019, which means it means you have 1 year old speaking. So don't be so pushy and demanding on yourself, because a real child starts speaking normally at age 2 or 3. So I don't understand why adults are unhappy if they're not speaking after a year, because usually they can speak some words, and actually a baby takes longer to do it. So my point here is to encourage you guys to go further and push yourselves more, but not being so frustrated with the results. Of course, you are not going to speak so well, you are not going to be able to communicate yourself in a deep way if you are just starting. Probably if you're studying with me right now, it means that you don't have more than 5 years. And if you really have more than 5 years studying English and you still have a block to speak, I will tell you the answer is because you haven't been speaking enough, right? So this training is exactly to help you with this block of speaking, because you probably understand everything you're listening from me, you probably read everything that I put before, but your difficult is exactly to speak. So that's why I'm focusing here so hardly, so tough, and with all the technology that I can use to help you to improve your speaking. And that's my target and my goal with this channel. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you in next video. Bye bye.